so I'm reading this thing and realized I was talking myself out of a job. I was literally imagining all the other actors who could do that role better than me. And then I had to laugh at myself because it's exactly what I teach you guys not to do. And then I took a step back and I went, okay, casting knows who I am. They've seen me, they know what I do. My manager obviously knows who I am. They've submitted me for years now. They know what I can do. So if they see me in this part and I got this audition out of 1,500 people submitted for this, there's a reason. So let me figure that out. Hey there, Jody Bentley here, actor and CEO of Actor Insider and the Actor's Office. And today I want to talk about please, oh please stop talking yourself out of a job. What do I mean by that? So look, I've been talking about branding and teaching branding for actors since literally 2008. That's why actors come to me, is to really understand their brand and understand it on a deep, visceral, expansive level. I think a lot of people talk about branding in a way that is so limiting and puts you just thinking about archetypes and roles and prototypes. And it's so much more than that. So let me know if this has ever happened to you, where an audition comes in and you know your brand, or you've decided that you play professionals, or you do this or you do that. And an audition comes in and you read that breakdown from your agent or your manager and you go, that's not my brand. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. And then you literally start talking yourself out of it and almost mad that you got the audition. Does that sound familiar at all? Okay, so I really invite you to stop talking yourself out of a job. Stop talking yourself out of an audition. So some of you might have heard me tell this story before, but there was an audition that came in for me. It was a recurring guest star on a Nickelodeon series. And my manager got me the audition. I've been in for this casting director before. And the audition came in my inbox and I opened it up and read it. And the name of the character was Junkyard Judy. And I read this, and I read the character description, and I read the sides, and I was like, this isn't me. What? Why did my manager send me this audition? Why is this casting director calling me in for this? This isn't me. This isn't what I do. I play, put together professionals. I play a lot of, intelligent or cold detectives or narcissists or what have you, yeah? And so I'm reading this thing and realized I was talking myself out of a job. I was literally imagining all the other actors who could do that role better than me. And then I had to laugh at myself because it's exactly what I teach you guys not to do. And then I took a step back and I went, okay, casting knows who I am. They've seen me. They know what I do. My manager obviously knows who I am. They've submitted me for years now. They know what I can do. So if they see me in this part and I got this audition out of 1,500 people submitted for this, there's a reason. So let me figure that out. So I reread the script and just changed my mindset on it. And then I saw it in the script, because what I teach is branding themes, right? Again, it's not just the roles you can play. Branding is not the roles you can play. That is completely limiting, and you're doing your career a disservice. So I like to look at it as branding themes. And what are the themes? What are the stories you tell better than anyone else? And when I looked at the script, I went, oh my God, the themes that I tell are in here. How amazing. And I leaned into that, and I delivered the character in my way, with who I wanted her to be, and how I think, and my POV on it. And I felt so good about that audition. And literally, my manager had emailed after she saw the tape and said, oh, wow, thank you for making this your own. This was great. Now, I didn't book it. That would be a great end to the story, right? But that didn't happen. But my point with all of this is now I got to show the casting director a different side of me, a different character, a different role I could play. But it's a role I knew how to play because I knew my themes and I know the stories that I tell best, and I could find that in the script. So when an audition comes in, and if you're like, but I never play drug addicts, or I never play doctors, or whatever it may be, So what? Branding is not about I play professional people in drama. That is not a brand. That is not a brand at all. Brand, this is not what this video is about, but branding goes just so much deeper, again, into who you are, the themes you're drawn to, the stories you can tell better than anybody else. And that can manifest in any role, in any genre. So I had another client who was signed with an agent, and he was getting angry that he was getting auditions that he didn't feel was in alignment with his brand. And finally I said, look, when you develop a brand and you go, hey, this is my way in, right? That's what a brand is. It's your way in. You get to lean into that in your marketing and how you talk about yourself and your POV and all of it. But now your team member, your agent, your manager, their job is to get you in the room. Their job is to expand you. Their job is to get you in front of casting directors that haven't seen you before. And your job is to show them who you are, no matter what script comes in. So I finally said that to him. I was like, why don't we, instead of being mad at the agent, going, they don't get you, maybe they do get you, but they're trying to expand you. And if you're getting in front of casting that you wouldn't have been in front of before, what a gift. What a gift. And now you get to show them who you are through that role, through that character, with your own POV and how you talk and how you approach that character, which is all part of your brand. So I just get like, ugh, when people start saying, oh, I'm not going to go out for that. That's not my brand. Or I won't submit for that. That's not my brand. Brand is not the roles. Brand is not just the roles. Stop talking yourself out of a job. Understand what you bring to the table and your POV. And again, those stories that you tell better than anyone else. What are those stories? Know that. Know those things cold. And then you can deliver on any role because you're making it your own. You're making it you. That's your job. That's your job. If you've ever been in a workshop with a casting director, or you're in an audition room back in the day, and the casting director said, just show me you, or a director, can you just show me you through that? Right? It's because they want you to stop being something and stop trying to give them what they want and just be you. So I really urge you and really invite you to understand your branding, and not from a limited perspective, but from a deep perspective, a vulnerable perspective, a peeling the onion layers off of you perspective to allow the world to see that, because that's who you are. That's what's going to make you different than everybody else. Understand that and bring that to every audition, every role, and stop talking yourself out of a job. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you want to go deeper into branding, and if this is something you know has been your Achilles heel and you want to understand it and you want it to feel expansive, let me know in the comments below. I'll send you some information to my course, The Actor's Branding System. It's helped hundreds and hundreds of actors get clear and specific on who they are to actually have a bookable brand and break down doors. So comment that in the comments below as well. But let's have this conversation. Let's continue this conversation rather, because it's an important one. And I think it's one where a lot of actors get hung up. All right, let me know what you think, and I'll see you later. Bye.